and they're breaking my family apart.
I'm outside the ICE police. They took my brother. I told them I'm not leaving. I told them I'm gonna stand right next to the ICE freaking facility until they let him out. I brought him Gatorade. He's done nothing wrong. He has no criminal history. He's done nothing wrong. He's literally a kid. He goes to school and he works. Like, he's done nothing wrong. I need an immigration lawyer to come and get him out because I can't. With all my credentials, I can't. My kids are gonna be without their dad for 10 years.
Yes, Cubans are getting deported, but they are not getting deported back to Cuba. And these are not the Cubans who have entered the United States in the last few years. These are Cubans who have been in the U.S. since the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and at one point they were even lawful permanent residents. But because of their criminal history, they lost their immigration status and were ordered deported. But because of the political situation between the United States and Cuba, they were actually never deported to Cuba. And instead, they were placed on what's called order of supervision, where they typically go once a year for a quote-unquote check-in, and they meet with an ICE officer, and the ICE officer makes sure that they don't have any other crimes going on, and they're abiding by the terms of their check-in, and they're able to apply for a work authorization. Since Cubans were not accepted by Cuba to be deported, they have remained in the United States for decades under the order of supervision. But now, since the Trump administration is pushing hard this third country removals, Cubans are now being deported to various locations, including Mexico. We are seeing Cubans go to their ICE OSUP check-in appointment and be detained, and they're spending a few weeks in Chrome and then being transferred over to Texas, and then from Texas they're being placed on a bus and then deported to the southern part of Mexico. Shame, because I think if ICE had told them what the plan was, these people could at least prepare for it, but sadly they have absolutely no idea that this is even coming to them. And now they've been in the U.S. for 50, 60 years with relatives and businesses and families and ties to the U.S. and just being dropped off in another country with no ID, no money, and no resources.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, we all saw how Miami Cubans, they came together and voted for Donald Trump. Majority of them, they were praising so much Donald Trump, and also they went ahead and also produced a song just to say that they will vote for Donald Trump. So right now, Miami Cubans, they are having rude awakening. We are now seeing that Miami Cubans regret Trump vote after he cancelled humanitarian parole status. So right now, Donald Trump, he has come out and cancelled humanitarian parole status for Miami Cubans. And we have been seeing Miami Cubans, majority of their family members, majority of their friends, they have been deported back to their country. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video and see how Miami Cubans, they are regretting for voting for Donald Trump. Then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle. Remember, this video, it is only for educational purpose. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up.
Hispanic, and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump, we love you.
A few moments later.
Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
Tres Doritos después.
We have some breaking news just in from the Supreme Court. This is a 7-2 ruling involving justices now allowing the Trump administration to revoke protected status for 500,000 immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, while the
breaking news, because this just happened a couple hours ago. The Supreme Court ruled, and it is going to allow Trump and his administration to strip the humanitarian parole of 500,000 people from 4 countries. protection that was in place to keep them from being deported is being stripped, and it is going to result in at least 500,000 people being deported who come from 4 countries. Do you want to guess what one of those countries is? The very first one listed? Cuba. Donald Trump and his administration are revoking the protection of thousands of Cubans. Without that protection, those Cubans do not have legal asylum in the United States. And the Trump administration is going to deport thousands of Cubans and send them back to Cuba. They told you that Barack Obama was Fidel. They told you that Hillary Clinton was Fidel. They told you that Bernie Sanders was Fidel. They told you that Joe Biden was Fidel. They told you that Kamala Harris was Fidel. And you believed them. And now, Donald Trump, who needed your vote to get elected, is going to deport Cubans back to Cuba. Myself and others said this would happen, but I'm not here to say I told you so. I'm not here to celebrate this. My heart is broken. I'm a white boy, but I'm from Florida, and I have spent so much of my life around wonderful Cuban people. I have fallen in love with your food and your music and your culture. And then I watched a political party in my country weaponize very legitimate, real fears that you have and lie to you and tell you that if you didn't vote for them, what happened in Cuba would happen to you here. And you did. And now they're sending some of you back to that place because they only cared about your vote and they don't actually care about you.
I don't know if you're like me, but man, you're seeing a lot of footage coming out of Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, and watching this big work site of all these fellows getting arrested by ICE, getting brought into custody. These are working men, people working, building stuff, and they're going and arresting these folks. You know, this is the aggravating thing with this president. This president isn't doing shit as far as immigration, as far as getting a bill passed, or that man right there could come here, work toward a permanent residency. No, they're just going to go arrest these people and deport them to fucking God knows where. But he'll go and pardon criminals that has robbed millions of dollars from people and keep the money flowing in and keep pardoning his rich fucking friends. It's absolutely fucking sickening to see what's going on in this country. If you're seeing these men get arrested at a work site that they were hired, they knew, that owner knew damn well they were illegal, right? They get hired, they're doing a job, and you're going to go up and fucking arrest them. It's, to me, what the fuck is wrong with this country? Why can't we just have some normal bill come across, get some shit done where that man can come here, work towards citizenship, pay a tax or pay a fine or whatever the fuck? Why can't we get that done? Why do we gotta sit here and watch this fucking video of all these men? What they do? They just wanted to come here and get a job and work. It's ridiculous. But the commander-in-chief, his ass is too busy pardoning his rich criminal fucking friends. I'm sorry. I fucking seen this. I feel bad for them men. They don't come here. Oh, they're here illegal. They're fucking working, dummy. They're building shit for this country. And don't forget, our ancestors came off a fucking boat.
I just heard the news about the humanitarian protection being canceled. I hate that for the Nicaraguans, Venezuelans, and the Haitians. I love y'all. I'm from Fort Pierce. I love y'all to pieces, and I rock with y'all. Baby, whatever you need me to do, you let me know what I can do to help. But them Cubans from Miami, y'all can get the out of here. You ain't never heard me talk about going to Miami to visit. All my family from that area is gone from Miami. The only time I go down there is to shop and to eat. I don't around with South Beach. I don't around with Miami Cubans, they turn Florida red, they racist. And I tell every group of young kids, do not go down there supporting their business because they don't around with y'all. They don't like us. To my Latins for Trump. Look what he, it couldn't have happened to a better group of people. Y'all, get on. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Did you know that Cuban deportees, especially the ones that are political dissidents and the ones seeking asylum in the U.S., face a significant risk of torture when they come back to Cuba? So when we ask ourselves, when will Latinos for Trump open their eyes, specifically the Cuban ones? The answer is they never will. And there's no better example than a Cuban for Trump than El Funky. He's a Cuban rapper that's currently facing deportation and possible imprisonment in Cuba since his music helped fuel anti-government protests in Cuba. Someone that's been really silent about this case is self-hating Marco Rubio, a Cuban himself. It's a perfect illustration of how much Marco Rubio has changed up during the Trump presidency. Even just a year ago, I'm sure Marco Rubio would have been the loudest person about this case. It's also a crazy example of how much Trump has changed up about Cuban immigration policies. For decades, the U.S. has rolled out the red carpet for Cubans, despite Trump refusing to help these Cubans who have overwhelmingly voted for him. They are still very much pro-Trump, including the rapper El Funky.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's what y'all did. Those people didn't even get paid to do that. That's crazy. The wordplay that the GOP specifically used in Florida, especially Miami, on Venezuelans and Cubans is unreal. They told you guys that they're only going after the criminals. You guys are the criminals. When you come to this country illegally, that's the crime. But what you do is you seek asylum because you're saying you're running away from a very bad government. But you still have to get here to seek asylum. And when you seek asylum, you give your name, where you're living, where you're working. That's how this works. So that's what they did. They didn't go around trying to find a bunch of illegal immigrants everywhere because that's difficult to do. Apart from the farms and the construction sites, it's hard to find illegal immigrants in the country. They don't leave a paper trail. But people that seek asylum do. And that's why they went to y'all houses in Miami and picked y'all up because they knew where you were at. Your paperwork wasn't completed. But hey, I will vote for Donald Trump. You voted for your people to get deported because he don't give a what you look like. Y'all could look white. You can have the proximity to whiteness. But you are from Cuba and he don't give a shit. So thoughts and deportations. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all stand 10 toes down in your vote. Don't start bitching now.
Messages, though, for the Cubans for Trump. Actually, for all Latinos for Trump. The Supreme Court just revoked the legal status of 500,000 people from, like, Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, I think, and then somewhere else. So you guys better start packing your because they're coming after you. They don't care that you voted for them. They never cared about you in the first place, dog. But you didn't listen. So now they're coming after you. Supreme Court just ruled on it. You guys better start packing because they're going to either leave on your own terms now at this point, or they're going to come after you. You guys are in danger. And you voted for it. That's the crazy part.
Sound the alarm. The Supreme Court just handed Trump a green light to start deporting over 500,000 migrants. This is about Biden's Humanitarian Parole program, the one that let migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela legally live and work in the U.S. Trump killed it. Lower courts tried to stop him, but now SCOTUS says, go ahead. That means over 530,000 people who legally entered with sponsors, background checks, and permission could lose everything and be deported while lawsuits play out. 2 justices, Sotomayor and Jackson, dissented and warned this could cause irreparable harm, but the majority didn't even give a full explanation. They just let it happen. Meanwhile, Trump's been revving up deportation machinery and bragging about 1 million arrests a year. This move fits right in. And if you're wondering why this feels so sudden, that's by design. Quiet ruling, big consequences. People who followed the legal process are now on the chopping block because Trump doesn't just want to stop undocumented immigration. He's coming for the documented too.
So a while ago, I had made a video about Cubans that voted for Trump, and I posted it on multiple platforms, and a lot of Cubans came for me saying, I'm still here, I'm not afraid, I don't regret my vote. But I'm gonna re-ask the question, how are you feeling after what happened this morning? Because I'm sure y'all are scared now. During the election period, a lot of you did this, and even this. Oof, that did not age well, did it? That did not age well. That's gotta sting, actually. That's really gotta sting. And that should sting because of this. The Supreme Court just passed that Trump can revoke the status of over 500,000 migrants. And the very first one that's listed in this article, Cubans. So I ask yet again, my Miami Cubans, where are you guys at now? Are you hiding? Are you running scared? Because you guys were fooled. You were told that all Democrats were more like Fidel, and you gave him your vote. And now, just like we've all been telling you all along, he doesn't give a about you. And he's proving it because you guys are on your way out. So I hope that you guys really, really do enjoy living in Cuba, because you're all headed back. And I guarantee you, the way this man's functioning this time around, he's gonna make sure this shit happens, and it happens quick.
Many of these people were legally working in the United States, supporting small businesses. This is gonna hurt our economy a lot. So what's gonna happen next? Many of these people are gonna start looking for alternative ways to stay in the country, like asylum, Cubans Adjustment of Status Act, or changing status using their employers to sponsor them. The decision is essentially lifting the stay of the lower court. For now, it's causing increased anxiety. The best thing these immigrants can do is try to find alternative ways to stay.
But wait a minute. Wait. Watch.
Janet Correa screams injustice after her husband was placed on an expedited deportation order after showing up to his immigration check-in in Miami.
That is the same lady who sings the Donald Trump song. Her name is Janet Correa. She is a Cuban in Florida, and her husband is being deported. Honestly, this brings me joy. For years, especially in Florida, a large portion of the Cuban community has been reliably voting Republican, and more recently, full-blown MAGA. I think Florida Cubans are some of the most problematic Latinos in terms of voting. They rallied behind Trump as he screamed about mass deportation, somehow thinking it wouldn't apply to them. Surprise. And I'm so glad that they voted themselves out of our country. Trump campaigned on mass deportation, and these MAGA Cubans voted for mass deportation, and now they're getting deported. They got what they voted for, and I love that for them. A lot of Cubans, possibly seeking legal status like naturalization in the U.S., have now eliminated themselves from the voting rolls, and I say good, because I'm tired of them sabotaging our elections. Now again, I do not wish this on the Cubans who don't support Trump, but statistically, most of them.
I can't handle this, y'all. This is crazy, yo. I didn't think this was about to affect me like this. But our neighbor's school, y'all know I work at a school. Our neighboring school, I think it's Gratas, I don't know how to say it. It's Gratas or something like that. They were having their graduation. And there's helicopters in the sky. Most of these schools are, most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of parents have to run out because ISIS is there. This is the story that I'm hearing. And, you know, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, you know, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And, you know, I had to come outside. It's my break. We kind of got out. We got like off of a soft lockdown. And, you know, parents had to run out because they don't have papers. And they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the is this? And we voted for this. 15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot. On Wilshire. Yo. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
Political governmental manipulation. Here we go again. So now the Cubans are going to suffer because the Supreme Court gave Trump the okay to deport over 500,000 people. And some of those people are going to be Cubans. Cubans are going back home. And listen to this. You know what I realized? So one government says, come on in, come on. Y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome. And they come in and that government gets elected because people are saying, oh my God, they're helping the Cubans. Fidel is doing them so bad. And here comes Biden, Clinton, all of them. Let's go. Let the Cubans in. Let them in. All right. So then they come in and now they're going out. Right? Then also now Biden open up the borders. Let everybody in. Let everybody in. Then Trump come in. They're going out. And innocent people that has been here. Now a light is shined on them. The political parties just use the people just for their benefits and they don't care about the people. We see this time and time again. We see this time and time again. This is crazy. So now Cubans that has been here, has the protection of being here because they flee, they're gone. Whatever they have established, families, whatever, gonna be broken up and gone. Back to a place that we know is hardship.
I will vote for Donald Trump. Why didn't y'all let me know? Y'all let me know everything. Why y'all ain't let me know this lady was outside Miami federal court crashing out? Because now she's regretting her vote for voting for Donald Trump.
So the man you see behind me is a pro-Trump rapper who has 30 days to leave the country. But he's not just a regular rapper. This man's music went so viral, it sparked the biggest protest Cuba has ever seen in decades. Not only did this song go viral in Cuba, it even went international here in the States, to the point where senators like Marco Rubio named an entire bill after this man's song. So you could imagine the Cuban government is highly upset with this man, and it decided to lock up two of the people that collaborated with him on the song. They in jail right now getting tortured every single day. But this man was able to escape to America. So while in America, he told the American media, hey, listen, Donald Trump is the best president to have right now, both for this country and my home country. According to him, he thought that Donald Trump was going to put the pressure on the Cuban government and make Cuba great again. But you got to understand, this man feels like he has the Republican Party in his back pocket because so many Republicans came out, prominent Republicans at that, came out and supported this man, his movement, and his song. They named the bill after this man. But here's the thing. Those same Republicans that was championing this man and his movement are crickets right now, dead silent.
There are people with mental health issues. There are people with panic attacks, anxiety attacks. They rather to die than go back to Venezuela.
Cuban American woman from Miami here. Actually, I'm from Hialeah. That's real deep. If you know, you know. I'm from Hialeah. I'm originally a Hialeah girl. I am from South Florida. I grew up in a Cuban community. My mom's Cuban. I'm ashamed. And I just want to tell the world I'm sorry. Not all of us Cubans are like that. Some of us do have empathy. Some of us do feel solidarity with the rest of the Latino community that's going through it. Some of us knew this was going to happen and tried to warn our friends and family. I have to explain to you why it's so different in South Florida. The Cubans there live in this bubble where they're the majority, and they think that they're white, and they live in a certain bubble of privilege where they don't see discrimination directed towards them because they're the majority. But I promise you, to those Cubans that haven't really left South Florida, just drive a couple hours north and you're going to realize you're not white. You're not white. You're never going to be white enough for them. So I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of your votes. I'm ashamed of those stupid videos I see you posting. You're embarrassing yourselves because, I see those three Doritos later videos, and I can't help but laugh. Sometimes I feel bad. I feel bad because the person getting deported didn't vote for shit. But, I have family members that are getting deported. And I have family members that voted for this shit. And I'm never going to share a table with them because now you want to feel sorry and now you want to feel bad. Now you see the consequences of your action where our own family's getting deported. It's too little too late. Too little too late. I see some of you crying on these videos saying how you regret your vote. I wish you had thought about it before. But these are the consequences. This is what happens when you don't give a about your other fellow humans. Karma's going to get right back at you. So again, this is an apology video to the rest of the Latino community. Please know, not all of us Cubans from Miami are like that. I'm not. Thanks, and I hope you all have as good a weekend. As good a week as you can have. Weekend. I wish it was the weekend in the beginning of the week. But anyway, I wish you all a good week. And know that not all of us are like that. Not all of us are pieces of shit. Thanks.
Are you from this country? No, What's your reaction to being detained? What's your reaction to being detained?
Spanish, English, Alright, you're being detained, you have the right to remain silent, you don't have to answer any of their questions, you don't have to answer anybody's questions.
Reaction to ICE detaining you now.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. For Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. Arriba. I will vote for Donald Trump.
I want to thank Los Tres del Habanas. How did I do, Mercy? For their incredible performance.
Nosotros lo hicimos porque nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how Miami Cubans, they are really regretting for voting for DJT because right now we are seeing they are really affected. We have been seeing how their family members, they have been deported, how their friends, they have been reported, and also they are really crying because their humanitarian parole status, it has been cancelled, and these people, they didn't listen. Black people, they played a major role. They won these Miami Cubans, they won Cubans, they won also MAGA people not to vote in for this administration, but they didn't listen. So right now we are seeing they are coming out crying, and also they are feeling betrayed with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, he came and said that he will protect them, but right now we are seeing that Donald Trump, he has changed his mind. He has come out and cancelled their humanitarian parole status, and the Miami Cubans, they are really feeling betrayed. One thing with these people, they didn't listen the warning from black people. And also they thought that the policy, that Donald Trump policy that is coming in with, it will not affect the Cubans. But right now we are seeing Donald Trump policy, it is affecting all people. Also the MAGA people, also they are really crying. Also some of their families members, they are being deported. Also some of the we have been seeing how the MAGA farmers, they have been crying because of they voted for deportation, and they really know that the people who are helping them in the farms, they are immigrant people. Also the MAGA farmers, the white farmers, they are going bankrupt because people, they are not showing up in their farms, and because of that they are losing crops in the farm. The crops that they are rotting in the farms. And right now we are seeing the Miami Cubans also, they are really coming out crying and regretting for voting for Donald Trump. So kindly guys, I want to read some of the comment here and see what people they have come out and say towards these Miami Cubans are regretting for voting for DJT. So this one saying that this is the first time in all my years that you have group of people that vote to deport their own asses. I don't like to see anybody suffering and mistreated, but damn, those are some selfish people to do that to their own. You can imagine these people, they knew very well that Donald Trump policy, Donald Trump, he was saying that he wants to make America great again, and by saying that he wants to see America becoming all white people only. He doesn't want to see any color in America. So the Cubans, the Miami Cubans, they thought that because they are brown, they will be accepted. Because they are not having black color, they will be accepted in America. But no, Donald Trump is saying that he wants to see all only white people in America, and that's why he's coming also out after them. So, and also remember that these people, they knew very well, that Donald Trump is going to deport the migrant people, but these people, they still went ahead and vote for deportation. So right now they are crying because some majority of them, they are being deported. Majority of their family members, they are being deported. Why are they now coming out crying? And they're the ones who voted for deportation. So this one saying that you got what you vote for, no play, no pity. Yes, this one is telling them that these people, they got what they voted for. I don't know why they are coming out and cry. This one saying that this is what voting to hate, this is what voting for hate looks like. Yeah, this is what voting for hate looks like. So this one saying that why would we lie about America when we been fighting these demons for over 500 years? We tried to tell you and you didn't listen. So adios amigos. This one saying that Cubans hate Obama and he helped them, and Trump hate Cubans and they loved Trump. I can't understand that logic. Exactly. Cubans hated Obama, but Obama helped them. But you can see these people, they went ahead and supported somebody who hated them. They went ahead and voted for DJT, and they knew very well that DJT, he hated them. So I don't understand this logistic, and right now they are coming out and crying. So this it is another thing that I don't understand with Cubans. This one saying that I have no sympathy for none of them. This one saying that the most amazing part, he did this in his first run and they voted for a second, helping you got what you ask for. Exactly, these people, they are now having what they asked for. So this was saying that 2024 I will vote for Donald Trump, 2025 on the boat back to Cuba. Yeah, this one is reminding them on 2024 they were saying that I will vote for Donald Trump, but in 2025 they are on the boat going back home. So that is another song that they need also to to sing. This was saying that they were for hurting other Latinos, brown and black, yet here we are. This was saying that to all immigrants, if you ever want to know anything about America, ask black people before you do anything. Exactly. If you need to ask more about America, kindly go and ask black Americans, because black Americans, they have seen it all in Americans. Black people, they have seen it all, and they know exactly how white folks in America, they always operate. So this was saying that racism is expensive. Yeah, this one is saying that racism is expensive, and I've already tell you that these people, they voted for DJT because they are brown. They thought that they are not black, they will not be deported. They thought that the policy will only affect black people, but policy, the DJT policy, it has also come out and affect all people. Even the white people that really are suffering, they are suffering in America. This one saying that you cannot make a deal with the devil and win. Exactly. So this one saying that black will help you so much as you help them. Yeah, exactly. You know, black people, they have been going through a lot of challenges and the struggle in America for over 400 years, but the Latinos, the Cubans, and these white folks, they have never come out and help black people. So right now you are seeing they are really suffering. You can see majority of them, they will start calling help from black people. But when black people, they are suffering, they cannot come out and help them. So let us see them how they are going through in this, in what they voted for. This is saying that maybe next time they will vote for their future instead of racism. Exactly. So this is saying that Cubans thought Trump was only going after Mexican. Little did they know. Yeah, exactly. This one saying that El Funky gets to take his funky ass back to Cuba. This one is saying that who else saw the video of the guy talking about I would rather vote for Satan than vote for Kamala, and then after the election he's back on a video crying about we all have to come together and fighting this administration. Yeah, exactly. So this one saying that that Cuban Proud Boy has been really quiet lately. This was saying that they asked for it and got it. Bye-bye. So they asked for deportation and they have got deportation. So let's say bye-bye to Miami Cubans. This was saying that we black Americans try to talk to you guys about this Trump administration. They don't care about you. Voting for them, Trump doesn't care. Exactly. So right now they are now realizing that Trump does not care about them, and black people, they saw that. They knew Donald Trump before during the campaign season, but these people, black people, want them not vote in for DJT, but they didn't listen. So this is saying that Donald Trump kept you around long enough to vote him back into the White House. Job done. You have served your purpose. This was saying that they fell for the oak dock. This was saying that don't lose sight of the fact that the majority of Cubans American interviewed recently continue to support this man. This was saying that couldn't happen to a nice group of people. This was saying that how can anyone vote for someone who told you who he is? Exactly. This one saying that you will think that people fleeing oppression might have more insight into the devil empathy promise. Exactly. So kindly guys, you can also share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll be reading it in my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one.